going to tackle the Super Bowl window. So the Commanders were 7-2. They are 7-2. Playing good football. Atop the NFC East. But now they've added Marshon Lattimore. That addresses one of their big weaknesses. If we were to point out some of their weaknesses, secondary would probably be the top of their list.
Maybe not anymore.
Rushing its defense right up there, too.
Okay.
That's
But
bad,
they addressed one of those big weaknesses on defense. EB brought up some historic offensive numbers earlier. Now with Marshon Lattimore, is the Super Bowl window open right now? I think before this, well, probably would have said, well, you got a chance, open. But Detroit looks far better. And Jason brought up, if you go to the playoffs, you're going to be facing some pretty prolific passing attacks. Detroit, really good receivers. You mentioned Atlanta. Yeah. They're playing well. Good passing game.
Packers.
All these teams that have good passing games. And Washington wouldn't have been very well equipped to face those teams defensively. We saw what the Ravens did against them. Now, the Ravens did a lot with the run. I would say yes. To me, the Super Bowl window is most definitely open, and it's going to be open as long as Jayden Daniels is there.
So, Eric, maybe it was
10 years, basically, at least.
Yeah. Maybe it was slightly opened before the Lattimore trade, just because they're division leader. If you win the division, anything can happen in the playoffs, right? But maybe it's open a little bit wider.
It might be. I think
it might be.
You still got
a lot of bit wider.
Look, there's a history here.
Yeah,
rookie quarterbacks don't go to the Super Bowl. They just don't. But maybe you got something different. Maybe we got something different.
He's not your garden variety rookie quarterback.
True.
We've seen that through 9 games.
He's so experienced.
But I think that Lattimore just makes them really good in the second.
So here's a over the skis tweet. Somebody says, "We're getting one in the next 4 years, probably 3-10."
Oh, man, I'm betting against that all day long.
That's greedy.
That was called the 80s.
That's greedy right there. But I kind of like it. I kind of like that swagger is.
Here's the thing, Jason. So I'm getting the sense from you, and I've clung to stats like that before, that push come to shove, you would bet against it just because of the rookie quarterback.
I just think it's hard to do when you're a rookie quarterback that's got to play all those really good teams in the playoffs.
Okay, fair. I think if they fall short, which they're likely to, right? I mean, it's very hard to win a Super Bowl. I mean, the Ravens are unbelievable, and Lamar hasn't gotten one yet. If they do fall short, it's not going to be because of Jayden Daniels. So
okay, it'll be because of defense.
It'll be because whatever. They couldn't make stops.
Well, it'll be like that they're allowing 150 rushing yards per game.
Yeah,
like that's going to be the problem.
So I think it might be true. Why are you laughing at me? You think I'm full of crap?
No. You just this is funny because you don't know how the machine works. The machine works.
What machine?
Just like the ESPN machine. Like the Stephen A's will trash Jayden as soon as they fall short.
I don't care what they say.
I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you what is coming down the pike.
I've always told you. I don't blame Lamar for them not winning.
Well, I'm telling you what's coming down the pike.
I'm pro Lamar.
when you fall short.
Yeah. Well, I don't care. I don't care what they say, and I'll never care what they say. Lamar's good enough to win multiple Super Bowls. I think Jayden's obviously good enough to have his day.
But this is what they'll say, Valdez. They'll say, okay, this is a rookie quarterback who struggled in a big game in the postseason. He hadn't seen that yet.
Right.
That's not on his resume.
I just don't think that he'll be the reason why.
That's if he struggles in that.
I'm not saying he will.
He might lose and he just plays fine.
I'm just saying that'll be the excuse this year.
He could thrive in that scenario. We just don't know yet.
Of course.
So, Cakes, you say the window is a lot bit opened.
Well, by upgrading your secondary, the only thing that could have made it better is if Peters had swung a deal to add another defensive stopper on the defensive line. Didn't do that. I guess he didn't find a deal that he liked. I'm still worried that a team that loves to run the ball, like the Ravens, like the Detroit Lions,
Eagles,
that's gonna be a tough matchup for this defense, even with the presence of Lattimore, because teams are gonna be like, okay, we're not gonna throw Lattimore's way. We're just gonna run Monty and Jahmyr Gibbs 35 times against your defense, and if you can stop it, great. But we don't think you can stop it.
See, I think. Look, I don't know enough about X's and O's, but I know a little something that if you put them on an island, I don't know if they're going to do that. I do remember, didn't Breland have a license plate that said Breland Island?
No, he had a decal, a bad decal on his car.
But if you have one of those guys, and I don't know if Lattimore is going to be one of those guys that he only plays on one side if he travels like, Revis did back in the days with Revis Island. But if that is the case, and he's a shutdown guy like that, you can bring the safety up to help you against the run a lot more often.
Absolutely. Definitely. I'm sure
so they may be better against the run.
Hopefully they are.
They may be better against the run right now with the addition of Marshon Lattimore.
Maybe.
And I don't know what type of tackler he is.
If that's a byproduct of bringing in Lattimore, then great. If it improves the rest of your defense too.
800-636-1067. Want to hear from you. Do you think the Super Bowl window is now officially open for this Commanders
team?
You
will book a trip to New Orleans for mid-February.
No, I'm not doing that.
You know what? That could be your real carrot for drab T-shirt. He loves New Orleans. I could really win him over to Jayden Daniels' side. Give him an all-expenses paid trip to New Orleans.
Yeah. I actually hate New Orleans. It's too much. It's just too much.
Yeah, but if Jayden Daniels playing at a Super Bowl,
I want to be there. Yeah. Let's go to Tony in Lanham. Tony, what's up?
Good morning, Junks, man. Listen. Which one of you guys has the hurting teeth? I'm gonna give you a key to the kingdom with those hurting teeth. First, which one? Is that EB or Cake?
That's EB. How dare you, sir? That's EB.
Cake's got wonderful teeth.
Great choppers.
Hey, listen. Stop eating candy, man.
Yeah.
Listen. So here's the key to the
definitely
kingdom.
Easier said than done.
Yeah.
Go to Walmart, anywhere, man, and get you some raw organic coconut oil, right? You're going to think I'm lying, but I'm going to call you back next week and I'm going to check on you. Listen, all you got to do is get some raw organic coconut oil. It's like the texture of wax. You take a heaping tablespoon of it, you put it in a cup, a red cup, you put it in the microwave for 18 seconds. It'll melt to a liquid. Of course, let it cool down.
Hey, Tony.
I want to hear it.
All you have to do is gargle with it for 20 minutes.
Right. What? I don't have 20 minutes, dude.
Seconds.
I don't even have 20
20 minutes gargle.
But anyway, what?
Not gargle, but switch it around your mouth for about 15 to 20 minutes. It's called oil pulling. Listen, this is what you do.
And what does it do?
Now these oil pulls.
Hey, Tony. Tony.
Can I just ask?
Let me ask him a question. Tony, I'm curious. Where did you go to dental school?
Doesn't matter. I'm okay with organic ideas.
I didn't go to dental school.
Home remedy.
Yeah, I'm fine with it. But Tony, what does that mean? Oil pull. What is it? What does it allegedly do?
You take any kind of oil of your choice. I use coconut oil.
Right.
Some people use avocado oil. Some people use different oil.
I like avocado oil. Go ahead.
What about olive oil?
I'm going to be oil pulling at
What about
MGM in about
olive oil?
8 hours.
Olive oil is supposed to be really good.
What about olive oil?
Olive oil you can use as well, but if you have tooth pain, generally there's an infection in your mouth. What this does by swishing it around your mouth for 15 minutes is it pulls any infection out of your teeth and gums.
Yeah.
In about 3 days, you'll be pain-free.
Right, I understand. Well, that's why they give me amoxicillin.
I got to
also
call
does the
my
same thing.
uncle, Dr. Jack Bishop.
Okay,
He would tell me if that's correct.
I'm going to check back with you guys next week, and I guarantee you your mouth will be pain-free.
Well, I'm already on an antibiotic.
Yeah, he's already on meds.
I'm talking about something over the counter, man.
Yeah, no.
I'm looking.
It's about $10. It's about $8 for a jar of it. You just take
the ABA does not endorse it.
Now let me just give you this disclaimer.
Tony and Lanham.
Go ahead.
Let me give you this disclaimer.
Right.
This is what freaks people out about oil pulling.
You know I grew up in Lanham, right?
So listen, this is what freaks people out about oil pulling. Here's the problem. You put it in your mouth and you swish it around and it mixes eventually over the 15 minutes. It mixes with your saliva. So it freaks a lot of people out that what you take in, you're going to have a much bigger spitball in your mouth coming out. That freaks people out. That part's a little gross, but I'm telling you, EB, I'm going to call you back next week. I guarantee you, just do this and you'll be pain-free.
I might try some version of it.
Hey, Tony, is the Super Bowl window open?
Tony and Lanham, I don't care about his teeth.
The window is cracked, but it won't be open completely until next year after another draft.
All right.
Okay.
It's cracked right now. It's cracked. Anything can happen in the NFL. But next year, it's fully open for the next 5 years.
Well, put it this way. If we stay at this pace and go in as a 2 seed, it's friggin' wide open.
Yeah.
Wide open. I don't even care if there's a team out there that you say is definitely better than us. They might lose to somebody else.
Correct.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, you know why it's wide open is you take your cue from Adam Peters. Adam Peters outbid the Chiefs, and I think the Ravens were sniffing around Lattimore.
Mm-hmm.
So if he's willing to get into an arms race with those teams,
he thinks it's wide open.
He thinks it's open.
Yep. And
he didn't want to wait until the offseason to address it. He wanted to address it now.
He sees 7-2, and he says, "Oh, now is the time."
Like if you're gonna steal him for like a 6th-round pick, okay. But if other teams are sniffing around and you put together the best package for that player, that tells me Adam thinks this team is ready to take off.
Drab, can we book someone from New Orleans maybe for tomorrow? That'd be like someone that knows Lattimore, cover him.
Yeah, absolutely.
That would be a good idea, I think. Maybe. All right, let's go to Ray in Clinton. Ray, what's up?
What's up, fellas? How y'all doing?
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Hey, Les, you still got my $10 up there, or did you go get my breakfast yet?
Hold on.
You have a $10 bet with Jason?
No, he paid me.
That $10 bet we made about 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, he paid me.
Did you buy breakfast with it? Is that what he's asking?
I don't know what I do with it. Yeah, it's spent though.
You probably put it in his gas tank.
Yeah, I put $10 in it.
Stuffed it under his pillow.
Look,
yeah.
We can't give everybody out in radio land, man, out to give away our secrets, man, of what's going to happen because we got Marshon Lattimore, which I think was one of the greatest pickups that we got in Washington football history, other than Sonny Jurgensen. Other than Sonny Jurgensen.
Uh-huh.
Now, I'm going to tell you this. The window is open now. It's going to be wide open, just like the last caller said, after next year's draft.
Mm-hmm.
But it's open because I'm like y'all. I like that philosophy. Adam Peters saw something. When you got the likes of Kansas City and Baltimore that want this player, Adam Peters like, okay, I'm going to get this player because their window is wide open. We already know that. We creeping in there and we playing on house money. We playing on house money, and we got one of the best coach squads in the NFL right now, and they're hot. So why not keep it on the stove? Keep it on the burner.
Right.
Keep it rolling.
Yeah, you keep the heater going, my friend, always.
Help you. And just like you said, it's going to help stop the run because they're going to load that box.
Hey, Ray.
Yeah.
What do you think about coconut oil?
Man, I'm going to tell you something. I don't even like coconut water. He can have that bull.
Coconut stink. Coconut is
Thank
so
you, Ray.
overrated. I'm against the plan. I hate coconut. It's terrible.